about pulsechain could do to Ethereum. That's a great, interesting point by Randy Alarski. Make sure you're following him on Twitter. He's got a lot of followers, very influential, a very smart man, a very smart man. Yeah, go check him out. Why do I? Oh, this went back. Next up is Furu Finance. He's got 378 followers. Make sure you give him a follow. Make sure you give this video a like. Make sure you subscribe to this channel. And make sure you sign up to the Furu Finance newsletter on the email below. But he had a tweet. Not bad. It had 16. It's got 16 likes, 2 retweets. See, I don't use Twitter as much as YouTube because when I put something out on Twitter, very often, like, it's a good tweet and, I take some time to upload a video, whatever, and then just nobody cares because I don't have a lot of followers. But this one did pretty well. So make sure you give this tweet a like. Can we get this tweet to 20 likes by the end of the stream? I'm not going to like it because you just don't like your own tweet. Everyone knows the rules. Message to Charles Hoskinson and the Cardano community. From the Hex community, time to put aside our differences and grievances for the greater good. So true. What a good tweet. And then I actually clipped my interview with my show yesterday, which I had Ben Dubard on, where we cover this. So take a listen. Take a listen if you didn't tune in.
Charles seems like an idealist. Seems like he wants to change the world. And you need to get consensus in order to change the world. And you need support. So why not talk to the Hex community? Charles Hoskinson seems like an idealist. Seems like he wants to change the world. And you need to get consensus in order to change the world. And you need support. So why not talk to the Hex community, the most engaging community, and get their support? And maybe that will help implement your ideas. If you're not in it for yourself and you're really in it for the tech and changing the world, you can't, this is something it sounds exactly like something Charles would say, but like, you can't put yourself in a box. You got to go out there and talk to other people. He says a lot of smart things. He's really smart. I like what he had to say on a lot. I liked a lot of the things that he has to say on the Corey Costa stream. And if you're truly serious about getting things done in crypto, and changing the world, and you should try and win over. You should ally with communities with similar values. And I think the Hex community and the Cardano community has more in common with each other than probably any other community. It's very, very, very similar, very politically aligned, so to speak. And that would really help him out. And if he's very serious about getting things done, I think this is a tremendous opportunity. We love Charles Hoskinson.
That is true. We do love Charles Hoskinson. But yeah, this was because basically BitBoy and HvidHex were trying to arrange a forum with BitBoy mediating between Richard Hart and Charles Hoskinson. And Charles responded, if you haven't seen the tweet already, just a quick summary. Charles responded that I'm not going to do it because Richard Hart threw mud, right? He said negative things about Charles Hoskinson and the Cardano community. It wasn't like he said such serious negative personal things. Oh, sorry. It wasn't like he said like such serious negative personal things about Charles, like that are unforgivable. Like he said, maybe, they don't have smart contracts or, things like that. Whatever he said, it doesn't matter. The point is that Charles espouses himself as, one of these people, one of these idealists like Richard Hart that's trying to change the world. And he has all these good ideas. And he has all these ideas. Many of them are very good. Many of them I agree with. Point is that in life, you can't just put yourself in a box. You have to work with other people that, you find common values. That's really what politics is. It's finding things you have in common with other people and working towards them, to achieve your goals. And Charles Hoskinson, with all these ideas, saying he has all these ideas, so in order to implement them, you can't just do it alone. You can't keep yourself in a box. You can't just keep yourself in an echo chamber. You have to work with people that have common values. And the ADA community and the Hex community have many, many common values. Not your keys, not your coins, having things that work. Sort of libertarian, I guess, is kind of the way to put it. Political worldviews, a lot in common. it's a great community to work with. And the fact that, Charles Hoskinson is saying, I don't want to, work with Richard Hart. I don't want to have a talk with him because he threw mud. I think that is a little bit of a testament to being fundamentally unserious about, moving the ball forward and getting things done and shaping the world in your image, having that philanthropic tendency that Charles likes to talk about. So seemingly, I mean, I hope this could still happen. I still like Charles. I still believe Charles is sincere. But seemingly, like Cardano, which is, it's been around for years and hasn't done much, although they talk about it, it seems like Charles is full of hot air. But I hope he's not. I hope he comes around. I hope he gets serious about getting things done, the way he talks about it. And, Richard says like flapping lips, like he just sits there and flaps his lips. I think he was talking about Eric Weinstein or something. It's time to stop doing less of the lip flapping and more of the heavy lifting, right? When the going gets tough, the tough get going, okay? And what better way to do that than by working alongside somebody like, at your level of intelligence, if not exceeding your level of intelligence, but that has common values and a community that shares common values with your community. That's the best way to get things done. That's what Charles Hoskinson should be doing. And I think that's what he will be doing because I believe Charles is serious. I believe in Charles. Charles, get that forum done. Go like that tweet. Go subscribe to this channel. Go give this video a thumbs up. And go follow on Twitter at Furu Finance. But I think it's going to happen. I still have faith in Charles Hoskinson. I think he really wants Cardano to do well, and I think he wants the world to be a better place. And the way to do it is by working with other people that share your values, right?